Hello everybody, my name is Spoons Rattling. Welcome to another video where today we are covering the Chaos Predator Destructor, which there is a reason to distinct between them. And this is one of the main battle tanks of the Chaos Space Marines. It is based off of the Rhino chassis, of course, of their famous transport. But also, it's a very sort of iconic tank to 40k in general. I'd say it's right up there with the Lehman Russ and the Land Raider, though not quite as popular as those two are. Let's get into the stats. The Chaos Predator Destructor comes in... Destructor comes in at 130 points. It is movement 10 inches, toughness 10, a 3+ save, 11 wounds, leadership 6+, and OC 3. Pretty standard stats. It's a little tougher than a Rhino, couple extra wounds. The leadership is nice for dealing with the Dark Packs. And the OC3 is, of course, fine enough, given its big profile. It could easily block stuff from moving on to objectives. In terms of ranged weapon, it has the standard trifecta of old Chaos vehicles with the Combi Bolter, Rapid Fire 2, 24-inch range, 2 attacks. He hits on 3, Strength 4, AP 0, and Damage 1. Then he can either take a Combi weapon, which is Rapid Fire 1, Devastating Wounds, Anti-Infantry, 24-inch range, 1 attack, hits on 4, Strength 4, AP 0, Damage 1. Pretty awful as per usual. The Havoc Launcher is Blast, 48-inch range, D6 attacks, Ballistic Skill 3+, Strength 5, AP 0, and Damage 1. Then we get into the actual interesting stuff in the Predator Autocannon, which is Rapid Fire 2. It has 4 attack space, Ballistic Skill 3+, 48-inch range, Strength 9, AP 1, and Damage 3, which is a very nice generalist profile, and will usually be in Rapid Fire range, given this thing wanting to generally be near the front line. Then on the sponsons, you can take Heavy Bolters, which are Sustained Hits 1, 3 attacks, hits on 3s, 36-inch range, Strength 5, AP 1, and Damage 2. Or a Las Cannon, which is 1 attack, hitting on 3s, 48-inch range, Strength 12, AP 3, and Damage D6 plus 1. You get 2 of those, 1 on each side. In terms of melee weapons, it has the standard Armored Trex, melee, 6 attacks, hits on 4, strength 6, AP 0, Damage 1. Not much better than crushing maybe 2 guardsmen in a fight. And then its ability is when it targets a enemy infantry unit at range, you add 1 AP to the attack. This is great for, of course, the Combi Bolter and Havoc Launcher, giving them actual AP, making them into serious anti-horde threats. The Predator Autocannon loves it, as it patches up its one weakness of low AP, which makes it much more effective against Space Marines and Terminators. And the Heavy Bolters, of course, enjoy it for the same reason, and the Las Cannons enjoy it for just bringing them to higher AP, meaning 2+ saves and cover aren't quite as detrimental to it. In terms of the best uses, let's get into that now. I bring the standard Havoc Launcher and Combi Bolter just for an extra flurry of anti-infantry shots. And with the extra AP, it really is just very solid anti-infantry. The blast is very nice, and the extra shots from the Combi Bolter, just all around good for clearing out any screens. In terms of sponsons, I would bring the Las Cannons, even though they are mainly for just giving some anti-tank punch to this thing to make it into a pretty good generalist. They'll appreciate the extra AP against things that rely on their saves, like, say, Mega Knobs. And even then, they'll be very good at splattering heavy infantry, and even better given their higher AP. And of course, it gives it some real anti-tank threat. The autocannon itself is generally solid. It gets a nice amount of shots for how high quality they are, being Strength 9, AP 1, and Damage 3. It's really good at killing Marines and lighter stuff, and it's really good at chipping most things. Its high damage characteristic is good for just chipping the last couple wounds off of something, and its middling strength means it'll never be too ineffective at shooting at something. In terms of buffs, Warpsmith is standard, +1 to hit, and you can heal it a little bit, though I'd say this thing's probably not high enough points to justify that. But it would love being in the Soulforged Warpack if you want to give it the Demon keyword for 1 command point. The Autocannon and the Las Cannons, and the Havoc and the Combi Bolter all love +1 to wound. I mean, what weapon doesn't? But they all really benefit from it. It makes the Autocannon super general purpose. And then the extra AP works pretty well in Renegade Raiders, as it brings the 2 light guns up to AP 2, the Las Cannons up to AP 5, and the Autocannons up to a pretty eye-watering AP 3, meaning it just chews through enemy infantry super efficiently. The only thing that can really stop it is good and vulnerable saves. In terms of its Dark Packs, of course it is case by case, but generally you're going to want to go for sustained hits, but if you're shooting everything into something that's heavy, obviously go for lethal. It's good quantity of attacks means it's likely to convert a good amount of lethals or sustained. And since its weapons are all high quality, each of those is very valuable. I think that in general, though, it can have a place in just about any army, given its general purpose, its quick speed, it's good at getting around the map, and its weapons are all general purpose enough and solid enough that they're good at killing their intended targets and can chip most things. I'd say that a Predator or two in any list is hardly a bad idea. I plan to cover the Predator Annihilator next. I've been Spoons Rattling. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.